Hello everyone, Dr. Mark with you again, and today I want to talk to you about some of the easiest dog breeds to train. Whether you're looking to teach an old dog new tricks or prepare your speedy pup for an agility course, it can really help to have a breed that's just a little quicker on the uptake. When people think of trainability, they often picture obedience or trick training, but in reality, different breeds have been selectively bred over generations for specific roles, from herding to companionship. A herding dog's instincts and temperament will differ greatly from a dog bred to be a calm family companion. To understand how trainable a breed truly is, it helps to look at the key traits they were developed for, and how those traits influence the way they learn and respond to training. The first characteristic is working drive. This refers to the motivation to work, whether it's food, toys, movement, or scent. Drive helps a dog stay engaged in training, but too much in the wrong context can be overwhelming. The second is biddability. This is a dog's willingness to please and take direction from humans. Dogs with high biddability are often eager to please and quick to follow commands. The third thing to look out for is human orientation versus independence. Human-oriented dogs tend to seek out connection, stay close, and respond well to handler cues. Independent dogs are more comfortable working at a distance or making decisions on their own. The next thing is problem solving and cognitive flexibility. This reflects a dog's ability to figure things out independently. It's particularly useful in dogs that need to work through challenges without constant direction. If you have ever seen a dog trained to herd with just whistle cues, you can understand vocal reactivity. Some dogs naturally vocalize more than others. This trait affects how often a dog barks and how easily you can shape quiet behavior. Finally, we look at emotional regulation. A trainable dog can manage their emotions, staying calm in new or stimulating environments and bouncing back quickly when frustrated. A 2022 research paper published in Science found that herding breeds, in general, tend to score higher in biddability, which lines up with what we see anecdotally. Dogs like Border Collies or Australian Shepherds are often incredibly in tune with their handlers, likely a reflection of their working heritage, where they needed to follow precise commands during complex herding tasks. It's important to note, however, that while biddability and the other traits listed above can be a useful indicator of trainability, it's not a definitive predictor of how trainable a dog is. A dog's individual personality and environment, as well as the handler's skill and training, play a huge role in helping a dog learn how to learn. With herding breeds' biddability and working histories in mind, here are several dogs often associated with easier training. One of the easiest dogs to train is the Border Collie. Bred in the UK to herd sheep across vast and uneven terrain, Border Collies were selected for their intense focus, quick decision-making, and ability to respond precisely to distant commands, often via whistles or gestures, all contributing to their legendary trainability. Border Collies are often recognized as being the most intelligent dog breed, as their work demanded sharp mental agility and a strong connection with the handler. Like all smart breeds, however, they need plenty of mental stimulation and activity to be happy. They usually weigh between 30 to 55 pounds, live about 12 years, and are known to be athletic pets good at agility and games like frisbee. Number 2 on the list is the German Shepherd dog. Originally bred in Germany to herd and guard sheep, German Shepherds were expected to protect flocks while staying responsive to commands. This dual purpose required a blend of independence, loyalty, and the ability to quickly interpret and act on human direction, traits that later made them well-suited to service and protection work. You'll find German Shepherds employed in all sorts of tasks, including in search and rescue operations and as very popular companion dogs, and thanks to their bravery and biddability, they excel more often than not. They are large dogs, usually between 50 to 90 pounds, and quite tall with a lifespan of 10 to 14. Quite a few of them have serious genetic problems, so it is worthwhile learning about the parents' family health history. I have heard many sad stories from people who adopted one of these dogs but ultimately was not able to handle all of the medical expenses. The third is another herding breed, the Australian Shepherd. The beautifully coated Australian Shepherd was developed in the US for managing livestock on sprawling ranches. Like the Border Collie, these intelligent dogs needed endurance, adaptability, and a readiness to respond to shifting herding scenarios. While their initial herding role required them to work in sync with handlers, staying alert to subtle cues while moving animals efficiently across open land, today they are just as often used as companions, and their trainability and energy make them well suited for agility and other sports. They are a medium-sized dog, usually between 40 to 65 pounds, and usually live between 12 to 15 years. The fourth dog on this list is not a herding dog, as number 4 is the Golden Retriever. Originally developed in Scotland for retrieving game during hunts, Golden Retrievers were bred to work closely with humans, responding to subtle cues and commands even at a distance. They needed a soft mouth to gently carry birds without damage, as well as patience, focus, and a strong desire to cooperate. Goldens were selected for a temperament that is eager to please, responsive, and highly adaptable, traits that make them especially easy to train. In addition, these happy dogs are famous for being among the most loving breeds. Unlike most of the herding dog breeds that are so easy to train, Goldens do not have a high prey drive and are great around cats and smaller animals like pocket pets. I recommend them on my lists of best dog breeds for a small farm as they are good at keeping watch on other animals and are nice companions for a horseback ride. They are large but not giant at around 75 pounds or less. They live 10 to 12 years, but a common complaint I hear is that they do not live long enough. If you do adopt one of these dogs and want to see some tips to help them live longer, you can see my video on my profile page. Number 5 is the awesome Belgian malinois. Hailing from Belgium, the malinois was bred to herd and guard livestock, often over long hours and under pressure. They were valued for their speed, precision, and strong work drive. Their effectiveness depended on sharp responsiveness and deep engagement with the task, and the person giving the direction. Most of you have probably already seen videos of these dogs performing. The breed is less well known than many and often mistaken for the German Shepherd, but these sharp dogs deserve recognition for the strong bonds they form and crave with their owners. As with the others on the list, training will likely come naturally, but socialization and activity will be paramount. They are a little smaller than German Shepherds and may weigh up to 80 pounds. They can be reactive, so are not recommended around places where there are a lot of strange visitors. The sixth and last dog on the list is the blue or red heeler, the Australian cattle dog. These dogs were developed to drive cattle across rugged Australian landscapes, often working independently yet still under handler direction. Their role demanded tenacity, quick problem solving, and an ability to respond calmly and decisively in high-pressure situations, especially when facing stubborn or aggressive livestock. As smart and trainable as Australian cattle dogs are, some people do not recommend them for first-time dog owners due to their high energy and need for mental stimulation. If you're very active and enjoy doing activities with your dog, however, the ACD can probably be trained to do them all. You may have seen them on my list of the healthiest dog breeds. I have found that ACDs are so healthy that about the only time I see them is for vaccines and injuries when out working. They are medium-sized dogs and usually weigh between 35 to 50 pounds, and tend to live longest at about 15 or 16 years. They are not large enough to throw their weight around like a Rottweiler or big German Shepherd, but cattle respect them and move when they start nipping at the heels. I adopted my blue heelers because I have Santa Ynez sheep, a breed that is often hard to move with regular sheepdogs. Blue heelers are popular right now but are not a pet I would want if I lived in an apartment or a house without a backyard. In Australia they are the breed that bites the most often. Thanks for watching. If you agree or disagree with my list or want to mention any training tips or other breeds you think are easy to train, please leave a comment. It really helps to hear other dog owners when deciding which easy dog breed to train. If you liked this video, please take a second to leave a like. Please click on the subscribe button and follow this channel if you appreciate hearing about more dog breeds and want to learn tips on choosing and taking care of the health of your dog. In case you have any questions, you can leave them on my Ask a Vet column at pethelpful.com. I will try to answer you as soon as possible, and if you have any suggestions for dog breeds you would like to see more, you can leave them in the comments section here.